Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are here on the show, and I'm here to talk about some info news. I just woke up about 10 minutes ago, while the Bills and Jaguars game's going on right now, and for the NFL, I don't know if I'll recap any games with the 1 p.m. window. There's not really too many of them wanted to recap, but I don't know, we'll figure it out. But let's get into the NFL news. So we talked about yesterday, the Rams officially activated wide receiver Cooper Kupp against the Eagles. But we got an update. The Rams rookie wide receiver Puka Nacua will have a big role in the offense, even with star wide receiver Cooper Kupp returning, per at Mike Garofalo. Quote, Nacua is running different stuff than Cooper Kupp. There will be no decrease in his reps. They believe there are enough football for both wide receivers. I mean, it makes sense. You can't double team both, can you? The Rams are stacked at wide receiver. And I feel like Tutu's going back to just being like a field stretcher. But they can use this 4-3 speed to clean out the middle. You can use him like as a decoy. Possibly. They can't force feed them both, but I feel like there's Puka would still be a big part of their offense. So an update, the NFL and the NFLPA will review and study the quote tush-push / brotherly shove play this offseason, per Adam Schefter. 2 #Giant players, rookie center John Michael Schmitz and tight end Daniel Bellinger, got injured trying to execute the play on Monday Night Football against the #Seahawks, causing concern. The NFL is already looking into possibly banning the play this past offseason. They're never going to ban the actual QB sneak, just the shove. So as long as you have a strong center and QB, chances are it'll still be pretty successful if they were to ban it. But I don't want them to. I mean, it's just just don't let them drive all the way down the field to the 1-yard line. So the Eagles execute this play, and other teams try and steal that offense plan, and they can't do it. I mean, that sounds like a skill issue. I mean, I hate the Eagles, but it's just true. If they can't do it, that's their problem. So we had some bad news today. The Bills star linebacker was helped off the field in London today during the Jaguars game. And the Bills defense is so banged up. And he'd already been ruled out with a knee injury. And a week after they lost Tre'Davious White for the season, this isn't ideal. They're going to be playing like so many backups on that team. So an update, the #Dolphins could possibly use their newcomer, Chase Claypool, as a tight end in their offense, per J. Jones 9. Jones notes that the Dolphins didn't really need wide receiver help, and that they wouldn't be surprised if Miami uses Chase with Claypool's 6'4" frame creatively, including his tight end. So will he be able to get his career back on track? We'll see. But he don't want to block. Him playing tight end will be like, oh, I didn't know what I was doing. He's built like a wide receiver and is a horrible blocker. Why would you want him to play tight end? He's not a good blocker. He's just lazy. I don't know what the Dolphins are thinking. So Rex Ryan, on the Jets and Broncos game after Sean Payton's comments about Nathaniel Hackett under season, remember he made those comments? He opens up how badly he thinks the Broncos were coached in 2022, and Rex Ryan thinks this one right here is the biggest game of Nathaniel Hackett's coaching career. That's crazy. That's the biggest game of the coaching career. Let's know how it goes, because no one besides the fans of these teams will be watching. Ain't nobody watching this besides the fans of these two teams. So, per report, NFL teams have called the #Broncos about trading for wide receivers Jerry Jeudy and Courtland Sutton this offseason, but the team isn't interested in moving, quote, any offensive players despite the 1-3 start, per DM Rossini. The offense hasn't been the problem. I mean, the problem hasn't been the offense for the Denver Broncos this year. It's been the defense. I mean, they're not going to get rid of them both. I mean, they might get rid of one of them, but I don't think they'll get rid of both of them. So, according to Adam Schefter, also another report, quote tweeting here, many league sources believe the hashtag Broncos would be willing to listen to trade interest in almost any player on the defensive side of the ball. The team already traded Randy Gregory to the hashtag 49ers earlier this week. They should fire the defensive coordinator while they're at it. I don't know why they brought him back after being one of the worst head coaches in Broncos history. But if almost any means it's without a doubt not Pat Surtain. I think it's more about, like, Justin Simmons or somebody else. It's definitely not Patrick Surtain. But outside Patrick Surtain, yeah, I think anybody on that defense is tradable right now for Denver. So, per report, the hashtag Raiders are calling NFL teams about trading for a pass rusher after the release of Chandler Jones per DM Rossini. They're looking to make a player-for-player swap, so it doesn't sound like they want to give up a ton of draft capital. Max Crosby currently leads a team in sacks with 4, but the entire rest of the team only has 3 sacks combined. He needs help. So, I don't know who they can trade for. I mean, I don't know who they can go get. Maybe Frank Clark? Because, I could see it happening. I mean, he's drawing interest around the league. I definitely see the Raiders maybe trading for him. Per report, Steelers offensive coordinator, Matt Canada and hashtag Saints offensive coordinator Pete Carmichael will be on the hot seat if the offensive productions, quote, don't ramp up, according to Rap Sheet. Which is seen Rapport. Steelers offensive coordinator Matt Canada and Saints offensive coordinator Pete Carmichael have received the support of their head coaches publicly, but if production doesn't ramp up, their respective seats will be hot, based on conversations with sources close to the situation. So, I feel like as a Steelers fan, you've been hearing that thing for the last, 2.5 years. But I don't know if they're gonna both fire, their offensive coordinators mid-season. How have they not been fired already? Canada runs the same 4 plays every week, and the Saints haven't scored 20 points in feels like a decade. Canada literally runs a jet sweep on 3rd and long. Who the fuck runs a jet sweep on 3rd and long? He's gonna catch the defense in one time. But yeah, I don't know how he still has a job. So, per report, the last straw for the Chargers, remember when J.C. Jackson was traded? Just traded back to the Patriots about 4 days ago. Well, per report, the last straw for the hashtag Chargers before trading cornerback J.C. Jackson to the hashtag Patriots was that he refused to enter the hashtag Raiders game last week. Per Rap Sheet Tom Pelissero, Jackson has his shoes untied and reportedly refused to go in. Jackson repeatedly refused to go into the game against the Raiders on October 1st, standing on the sideline with his shoes untied even when a teammate was banged up and needed to come off the field, per Rapport and Tom Pelissero. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the guy you want to be in the locker room with. Honestly, he's kind of childish right there. So maybe he wasn't just a, quote, healthy scratch, he maybe just didn't want to play. Which, yeah, it doesn't surprise me. He was just a disaster for the Chargers from the beginning. Yeah, so per report, Broncos pass rusher Frank Clark is drawing league interest around the NFL. He signed a 1-year, $5.45 million deal just a few months ago, but has only played 1 game this season due to a hip injury. The team already traded Randy Gregory to the hashtag 49ers, and Clark could be next. I mean, the Raiders could definitely be an option. The Seahawks. I don't know. Those would be a few teams I mentioned. He's definitely going to trade to a playoff team. So, update. Hashtag Patriots quarterback Mac Jones remains a starter, and that isn't expected to change soon, but backup QB Bailey Zappi has received increased reps in practice this week, per Tom Pelissero. How long before Belichick makes a switch? We'll just have to wait and see. Mac has 5 interceptions / fumbles this season to 5 TDs. The Patriots just need a spark and a true wide receiver one. They just have a bad quarterback situation over there in New England. An update, Khalil Herbert, the Bears running back, is expected to miss, quote, multiple weeks due to an ankle injury he suffered against the hashtag Commanders on Thursday night, per Tom Pelissero. Yeah, it didn't look bad, or it didn't look good. I mean, it didn't look good with the injury, and yeah, it's just awful. So, per an update, the Lions hashtag wide receiver Jameson Williams is expected to make his season debut on Week 5 against hashtag Panthers. Per Schultz report, if his head is right, Johnson can add a big play threat, a team that's already looking scary on both sides of the ball. How many will he have in his first game this year? So, yeah, Jameson Williams going to be back, and that offense is already scary. Now they're in Jameson Williams. Man, it's going to be good. So, 49ers star left tackle Trent Williams says his former teammate Cowboys QB now, Trey Lance, will be starting QB in the NFL again via Pro Football Talk. Obviously, he was the 3rd pick in the 2021 draft, so he has the talent. It just didn't work out in San Francisco due to the injuries, lack of playing time to improve his play. But maybe him watching that will lead to good things maybe in the future. I think that will help. I think that will happen in Trey's case, and when it does, we'll all see the talent everybody knows that's inside him. Trent Williams said. I mean, hopefully Trey Lance is good, man. To be a top 5 pick, hopefully he can turn his career around. 49ers Christian McCaffrey says former Niners longtime running back Frank Gore's longevity inspires him to play in the NFL for a long time. He played 10 years on the 49ers and played 6 more seasons on the Colts, Bills, and Jets. He said he looks up to Gore's longevity in the league. I think just to do what he did for so long is unbelievable. That's something that is tough to do. And Gore was a machine. But McCaffrey's often hurt throughout his career, but he's been relatively healthy since being on the 49ers, so maybe he can have that longevity. So, per an update, Lions wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown and rookie first-round pick running back Jahmyr Gibbs are both expected to be out for the hashtag Panthers game on Week 5, per Adam Schefter. So, they're getting James Williams back, but they're going to be without Amon-Ra or Jahmyr Gibbs, it looks like, for this game. So after this, I'll probably do another NFL video, go to, just get some injury updates, Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport, some more injury updates, probably go to a second NFL news video, but last thing I'll talk about is Jets QB Aaron Rodgers shared several pictures from his rehab process. He said he wants to come back to play this season, and he's sharing a glimpse of the hard work he's doing trying to get back on the field. He's going to come back this season, though. There's no way. There's no way he's going to come back this year. I mean, come on. But that's really all to say for this first NFL video, so until next time, peace.